Today, we're diving into the Umpiring Hall of Shame, a place where blown calls haunt players' dreams and leave fans fuming. Buckle up, these are the 20 times umpires ruined MLB. Number 20, the perfect game heist, 2010. And at number 20, imagine being 1 out away from making not just MLB but baseball history. And then, bam! Jim Joyce pulls a move out of nowhere and blows the call at first. This is what happened to Armando Galarraga's perfect game, and his dream vanished in front of his eyes. For Detroit, this one still hurts.
Ground ball, right side, Cabrera will cut it off, Galarraga covers! He's out! No, he's safe!
But at number 19, an umpire turned into a human backstop. Number 19. The Jeffrey Mayer grab 1996. Does anyone remember that one kid, Jeffrey Mayer? Well, we're taking a trip down memory lane for number 19. That's right, the one who decided to become a human backstop for the Yankees in the ALCS, snagging a fly ball out of the air, robbing the Orioles of an out, and giving the Yanks a win. Mayer went on to make a lot of fans upset that day. But even such a controversial catch is nothing compared to what Sam Holbrook did.
Going back to the track, to the wall. And what happens here? He contends that a fan reaches up and touches it.
Number 18, the infield fly face-off 2012. Buckle up for a rulebook brawl coming your way. Sam Holbrook throws down the infield fly flag in the wild card game, and all hell breaks loose. The Braves erupt into cheer. The Cardinals are confused, and fans are left scratching their heads. Let's just say social media went into meltdown mode over this one. But what happened at number 17 got fans asking why umpires exist.
He'll take it. He'll call. Oh, it's going to drop! It falls!
Number 17. 1969 World Series Game 4. Baltimore Orioles versus New York Mets. J.C. Martin laid down a perfect bunt, no doubt about it. But let's talk about the aftermath. The guy straight up interfered with the play. He crossed right into the path of the throw, causing the ball to deflect, and he let the runner score. Classy case of a lucky break. The umpires? Well, they seem to be on another planet that day. Which reminds me of the situation that happened with Pine Tar in 1983.
It's taken now by Rickett, throws to first, out and hit him in the back. Here comes the winning run, the ball is in play.
Number 16, the Pine Tar Paradox. George Brett launches a majestic homer, and Royals fans erupt. But wait, the Yankees call for a bat check, and it pays off. Brett's bat looks like it went swimming in a pine tar vat, and the umpire sees it too. The umps call him out, chaos erupts, and the game gets delayed. The decision sparked outrage as the rule was rarely enforced, and the excessive pine tar didn't even impact the play's outcome. You think this is bad? Stick around to see the madness that happened at number 1. But before we get to that, let's look at an ump who forgot the rules mid-game.
He's out! Yes, Brady is out! Look at this! Brady is out!
Number 15, 1997 NLCS, Game 5, Atlanta Braves versus Florida Marlins. Livan Hernandez, the guy who normally couldn't strike out his own shadow, suddenly turns into Randy Johnson. How'd he do it? Well, it wasn't exactly pure pitching magic. Let's just say the home plate ump, Eric Gregg, had a very generous strike zone that day. While other umpires cut some slack, guys like Ken Burkhardt just love to mess players up.
Got him! Eric Gregg punches him out. It's his 15th.
Number 14, 1970 World Series Game 1. Baltimore Orioles versus Cincinnati Reds. In the 1970 World Series, Bernie Carbo, the man trying to score, ran into Ken Burkhardt here and it cost him the game. The Cincinnati manager tried arguing with Burkhart, but it was of no use to a man who was determined to not admit his placement was wrong. You gotta love baseball, right? Where else can you see an umpire become the star of the show? But while umps try to uphold the new law, some players find ways to break them. Number 13. 1991 World Series Game 2. Atlanta Braves versus Minnesota Twins. You want to talk about dirty plays? Let's talk about Kent Hrbek. This guy took playing hardball to a whole new level. We're talking about the 1991 World Series, a classic matchup between the Braves and Twins. Things were heated, the tension was high, and then Hrbek pulled this move. This play? A total game changer. A cheap shot that shouldn't have a place in baseball. Now that's something I thought I'd never see. But at number 12, I doubt this umpire even has eyes.
And now Gant gets back to first, and he's out!
Number 12, the Phantom Tag Fiasco. 1999 High Stakes, High Drama. A play at the plate in the NLCS goes down, and the umpires yell, out. But replays expose a blatant lack of a tag. The Braves feel robbed. The Mets get a tainted win. Now that's the first time I'm seeing a blind umpire.
Valentin, a check swing, ground ball to Knobloch. They say he tagged the runner. He missed it. Was he called out because he was out of the baseline?
But at number 11, this guy became the face of misfortune. Number 11, the Bartman Blockbuster, 2003. Chicago Cubs fans, steel yourselves. Steve Bartman's name became synonymous with misfortune at Wrigley Field after his well-intentioned though ill-advised attempt at a foul ball. Cubs outfielder Moises Alou tried to catch the ball near the wall, but it was deflected by Cubs fan Steve Bartman. The umpire ruled that it wasn't fan interference. Had Alou successfully caught the ball, it would have resulted in the second out of the inning, leaving the Cubs only 4 outs away from securing their first National League pennant since 1945. The play's subsequent unraveling for the Cubs remains a cautionary tale for overzealous fans. A reminder that sometimes the best defense is a well-placed glove on the outfield grass. But even such craziness couldn't break into our top 10. Because from here on, things will get crazier.
Reaching into the stands and couldn't get it. He's livid with a fan.
Starting with a weird play that happened at the 1975 World Series. Number 10. 1975 World Series Game 3. Boston Red Sox versus Cincinnati Reds. The 1975 World Series, Reds versus Red Sox. Bottom of the 10th, the game is tied. Ed Armbrister drops a bunt right in front of home plate. Now here's the kicker. Instead of running to first like any normal human would, Armbrister just stands there. The Reds score and win the game. After hitting the bunt, Armbrister collided with Boston catcher Carlton Fisk while running to first base. Umpire Larry Barnett did not call interference, which was controversial because many believed Armbrister had obstructed Fisk's attempt to field the ball. This weird play still haunts Boston and remains one of the most debated umpire decisions in World Series history.
Pittsburgh in the National League playoffs. Tried the winning run. Throw to second. High. By Carlton Fisk over to third. Safe.
They are saying that the batter, after bunting, interfered with Carlton Fisk, the catcher, in their territory.
Speaking of which, fans of the Chicago White Sox will never be able to live down the 1919 World Series scandal that tainted the MLB forever. Number 9. The Black Sox Scandal. This one's a classic for a reason. We know it, you know it. The world knows it. This is the Chicago White Sox throwing the World Series. The Black Sox scandal wasn't just a bad game. It was a stain on the sport that still stings. While the focus was mainly on the players and gamblers, the umpires played a role in allowing the scandal to unfold. They were largely unaware of the fix and failed to detect intentional errors made by players during games. The umpires had limited authority to investigate player misconduct and were not equipped to address suspicions. Their inability to maintain game integrity highlighted vulnerabilities in the system, leading to criticism and eventually prompting changes in baseball oversight, including appointing a commissioner to ensure fair play. The MLB had to make some adjustments to save face, just like when Fred Merkel's slip-up caused a rushed board meeting. Number 8. No-hitter lucks out. Now let's rewind to a game between the Chicago White Sox and the Texas Rangers, where the White Sox pitcher Melito Perez was working on a no-hitter. Enter umpire Richie Garcia with a head-scratching call. Garcia ruled that a ball, which clearly hit the ground, was caught by the outfielder. This mistake allowed Perez's no-hitter to keep going, but under a cloud of controversy. It was a big reminder of how important accurate officiating is, especially when it comes to preserving those magical moments in baseball history.
Got him! Cool ball, chase that pitch in the dirt.
Number 7. 2013 ALCS missed call. In Game 3 of the 2013 American League Championship Series, things got heated between the Boston Red Sox and the Detroit Tigers. Umpire Jim Joyce found himself in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. He called Red Sox player Will Middlebrook safe at third base on a play that had everyone scratching their heads. Replay showed that he might have been out, but the call stood. This mistake gave the Red Sox a big boost, helping them win the game and reminding everyone just how crucial it is for umpires to get those big calls right, especially in the playoffs.
Here's the throw! He is! They're going to say he's safe!
Number 6. Laurie's helmet heard round the world. Brett Laurie's helmet toss was like a volcano erupting in the middle of a baseball game. We've all been frustrated by bad calls, but this was next level. It sparked a debate about player behavior and the line between passion and petulance. Throwing a fit, taking the whole stadium by storm, it was a moment to watch for the whole team.
Now he calls it up, and then the helmet, and
Taking a look back at a moment that's hard to forget next. Remember the whole baseball community protested against an umpire's decision? Number 5. 1978 World Series, Game 4. Los Angeles Dodgers versus New York Yankees. Infamous with the Dodgers fans, this game is remembered for pitcher Reggie Jackson. During the 6th inning, with the Dodgers leading 3-1, Lou Piniella of the Yankees hit a line drive to Dodgers shortstop Bill Russell, who attempted a double play. Russell's throw to first baseman Steve Garvey struck Jackson, who was running from first to second base. Jackson appeared to intentionally position himself to be hit by the throw, causing the ball to deflect away. This allowed Thurman Munson to score and extended the inning. And yet, despite all of this, the game was allowed to stand, to the ire of many Dodgers fans. The umpire had made their call. No turning back now. The umpire's job is to keep things straightforward. Wish someone would have given Bob Davidson the memo. Number 4. The Balkan Bob Enigma. Bob Davidson, the enigma wrapped in a puzzle. His balk calls were like trying to decipher alien hieroglyphics. Players, managers, and fans alike were left scratching their heads. Turning the whole game on its head, Bob Davidson grew to be not just the man to attract the ire of fans, but the dread of the plays as well.
Ground ball. That is a foul ball! Oh, goodness! Bob Davidson's about to get an earful. It's fair. It goes over the bag. Oh, goodness!
Now that we're down to our top 3 picks, you might want to relax, because things are about to get more annoying. Starting with a WWE fan at a baseball game. Number 3. The fan interference fiasco. Baseball is a game of inches, but this fan almost cost a team a home run in feet. Their overzealous catch attempt was like a WWE-style interference, but in a baseball stadium. The few times this has happened, it has not been looked on by society for dusting the followers of the game. It raised questions about fan behavior and the boundaries between spectator and participant. Even the rowdiest of fans, however, was no match for Angel Hernandez and his alien rules of umpiring. Number 2. The Angel Hernandez Show. Angel Hernandez is the wild card of umpiring. His strike zone is like a black hole that swallows pitches whole, and his bulk calls are straight up mind-boggling, if not widely controversial in the time that he umpired. It's like watching a tennis match where the linesman is clearly on one side. Love him or hate him, he certainly made baseball more interesting. And hate him, many certainly did. Coming up to the top pick, a moment that's been etched into baseball history and every fan's minds forever. The time when the MLB hired an umpire who didn't know right from left and strike from ball. Number 1. The Denkinger disaster. Don Denkinger's blown call in the 1985 World Series is the stuff of legends. It's a classic case of one bad call changing the course of history. The World Series call set the stage for a new set of rules around umpiring to be christened, and for stricter regulation after it changed the game. Still, these umpires might have ruined the MLB, but they're nothing compared to the times fans took things too far. I'm talking face tattoos and custom-made cars. Click on the next video to find out.